So this, the Panch Tattva theory is what is the basis of all creation, and it is at the root of Ayurveda, Yoga, Jyotish, Vastu, everything. Because everything that exists is made up out of these five elements in a different proportion. Okay. So now we look at these five elements. We have the Prithvi Tattva, the earth element. Hmm? This is the grossest of the elements. And this is what, we call the planet Earth because it is the grossest element. Earth is there, and we as human beings or any other uh, living beings, the earth element is there. That is why we can see the body, touch the body, right? So this Prithvi Tattva is responsible for the stability in our life. And it is solid, it is stable. Anything that is solid has Prithvi Tattva in it. And it is what is giving us stability. It is the support, the weight, the maturity. You know, when we say that this person's words carry weight, a lot of weight, we means it shows that, you know, he has a certain maturity in him. And you know, the earth element is really balanced in him, and that is why whatever he says, it carries a certain weight. People listen to him. Okay. And also it relates to our skill, and also just like the earth, it shows the nurturing, you know, that nurturing bhava within us, means that the earth element is manifesting through us. Hmm? Then there is the jala, water element. Water is liquid, so anything that flows is the jal, water element. And we all know the properties of water. It has the property of cleansing. Anything you put in the water, it gets cleansed, right? It can also move into the three states. It can be vaporized, it can be frozen, right? Now, jala, because it is flowing, it also relates to our emotions. Okay, so we generally find the doctors know about it, that whenever there is a full moon or a new moon happening, that's the time when people get these emotional outbursts a lot, and even the mental activity is a little enhanced, you know, negatively, uh, because moon has a direct impact on the oceans, on the earth, and because of the tides. So uh, this whole effect of water, why it is having an effect on our mind, is because our body is also has 70% water in it. So the water, the jala element in us is related to our emotions. So if you know, our emotions are not balanced, mm, you know, the liquid is generally sticky. So we are maybe too possessive, or maybe you know, there is anger within. So there is a mixture happening. Let's say the fire element is coming in the jala, so we will have these angry outbursts. Like that, we learn to see the events in our life, and we see, we observe ourselves as to what is actually happening within us. So this water element is related to our emotions, and water is also related to the growth. And also our blood is liquid, so our immunity, our healing is related to the water element in us. Our memory is related to the water element in us. And then, you know, the oceans, they just connect all of the land masses on the earth. So water is has this capacity of gives us that capability of that, you know, feeling that connectedness that we have. All right. Then we move on to the next element, which is the Agni, the fire element. And fire, I think we already talked about when we were doing the zones, the south, the southeast, south, and the south-southeast zones. So we saw that Agni is responsible for the heat and the light, the spark and the passion. And Agni also protects us So sometimes that insecurity comes in also because of that lack of fire within us. And so if there is no fire in him, so there's no spark in him. Yeah, so the Agni Tattva is imbalanced. The food does not get digested properly. That also means that the Agni is low. And if there is good Agni, then we have that confidence, fame coming in. And of course, the transformation, Agni is an agent of transformation also. And too much of Agni is resulting into aggression and fights and, argumentativeness and all of that, right? Then we come to the Vayu and the air element. So air is responsible for, the air is just flowing, it is actually blowing. Water flows and air blows. So that movement, that constant zigzag movement here and there, you can't keep still. And all the communication happens from that air element. All the good things, the fun, air is refreshing, the refreshing breeze, on our faces is always welcome. And similar to air is our thoughts, they come and go, they are constantly moving. Our mind is just not still. One thought goes, the other one rushes in, right? So that is why air element is related to the east of southeast, the ESE zone, which we said is responsible for the anxiety, because the thoughts don't leave us. It's a constant churning going on in our minds. But all the ideas, the thoughts also bring in new ideas and everything. Then that is responsible for the growth also. So the air element is also responsible for the inspiration, the motivation that we have in our life, and also the growth that we have in our life. And then the last is Akash. I hope it's visible. It's Akash and space. The color is white, so that is why I use that color. Now, space is the most mystical element, because space is where all the manifestation is happening. And it is the medium to connect and to manifest. And all the expansion that is happening in space. All the gains that are happening in space. If somebody is lacking a sense of direction, that means the space element is less. Self-awareness needs a certain amount of space within you. That is why we say we have to meditate. That meditation increases the space within you. Sometimes we feel that the people are so constricted. They don't have a bigger, vision. They don't have a big space in their hearts. So the space element is lacking or is diminished, right? And all the fulfillment comes from space. So I'm not expecting all of you to understand every bit of it, but it is important to point out the important things so that you start observing in life, you start relating to things in this manner, the way our Vedic rishis and seers have given us these things, to understand yourself better, to understand your life better, and then to be able to make the changes, the required changes in your life. So this is about the 5 elements. So what we do is, let us say we are having some cash problem. Okay, so the money is not flowing in. Let us say there's no business happening. What could be the reason? Now we know that southeast is a direction of fire, Agni, and it is responsible for the conversion of our efforts into the money part of it. That means the sales are not happening. So what could be the reason? It means that the fire is not there to the optimum amount, maybe.